qué linda que eres. Oh my God.
Gracias,
Y eres
qué
gigante.
bella.
Wow, oh my gosh.
Oh my
Okay.
God, qué emoción. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Él es Luis, Miami Break News. Adelante.
Por supuesto, muchísimas gracias.
Qué linda. Aquí
Bello.
nos sentamos. Pregunta, ¿podemos hacer la entrevista en inglés?
Sí, por supuesto.
Parece, porque...
Of course.
You see, are you excited?
I'm so excited.
I love it.
Me too.
Okay, so let's just start. ¿Tú me avisas, Luis?
Cuando ustedes quieran.
Okay.
Dame un toque técnico por acá para ver. Perfecto. Siéntate para que se altura de
I'm very excited.
Ooh, so exciting.
Sabes que we have like a non-speaking audience, so we thought, why don't we just do the interview in English, so they can actually get to know you, like like in English, because like a lot of Latin, we love Latin community, of course. But imagine, okay. Miami Break News, we are so excited to be here with Clara Vega, Miss Universe Venezuela 2025. I'm so excited you're here. How are you feeling? How is Miami treating you?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be sharing with all of you today. And Miami is treating me so beautifully. The weather's been a little bit iffy, I can't lie, but it's been really lovely to be here and sharing with all of you beautiful Latin American talents. It's been amazing.
I'm so happy you like it. Weather is always a little crazy, but
Yes.
it's Florida.
No, yes, and I love Miami, so I'm absolutely very happy to be here.
I'm happy you are. I wanted
you.
to start off with the first question. You're very beautiful, by the way. She's gorgeous,
So
just to
nice.
let you know.
Thank
So Venezuela has been on the news lately. Very, very important things going on in Venezuela, especially we just won the baseball championship.
Yes, I'm so happy to celebrate that.
And now you're representing Venezuela in Miss Universe 2026 this year. How do you feel? Like, what does it feel like to represent Venezuela this year?
Wow, it's been amazing. I mean, after the win, it was just a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. I feel absolutely honored to be, celebrating that triumph, and I am absolutely so very excited to be representing my country in Miss Universe this year. We are a powerhouse in the beauty pageant world. We are known for the Miss Venezuela pageant, so that is a huge honor. I feel very privileged to be in this position this year, and I will do everything in my power to bring back that 8th crown to my home country.
Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you mentioned Miss Universe, because I know beauty pageants are a lot of pressure. I know that for sure.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask, what has been like the hardest part of the journey to for Miss Universe 2026, and what has been the easiest, or the part you enjoy the most about the preparation for this important beauty pageant?
Well, first of all, I love that you ask what's the hardest and also what's the easiest, because a lot of people like to focus on the hardest part and not, what comes a little bit easier. So I'll start off with the hardest, I think, is definitely the pressure that comes along with the crown, and also the the critique that you receive online. It's I have a lot of, I feel very grateful because I have a lot of visibility on social media, which is amazing, but it also brings a lot of new opinions, and not everyone is super nice per se. So I think that has been the most difficult part to manage, but it's also made me a very strong woman. And I also count on a beautiful support system that I'm very grateful to have very close in my everyday life. I live with my parents. I have an amazing boyfriend. I have great friends. My siblings are also great support. So I feel very grateful to have them and have that space to take a break from all that, the craziness of what is the digital era that we're living in,
Which is very hard.
Yes. And I would say the easiest thing, maybe not the easiest, but one of my favorite parts about the process has been being able to share my everyday life, my process, my preparation with my public, my community on Instagram and TikTok. I think that is so special, and I have a really close, I feel a very close bond to all the people that follow my journey, and it's been amazing being able to share the love with all of them as they have with me throughout this process.
That's lovely. It's good you mentioned critics and criticism, because I know you've been struggling with that. I've read some comments online. People online are really sometimes commenting too hard on diction and communication problems. How do you deal with criticism being so young at your age? Yes.
Well, I have to say I like to look at it as a privilege of to be so exigido, like to be pressure, to feel pressure, to feel pressure from the public to do better is a real honor and a privilege. So I try to look at it in that way, and I try to take the criticism not as a sign that I'm doing anything wrong, but as a sign of people wanting me to do better and inviting me to become the best version of myself possible. And that's what I try to do every day.
That's the best. That's the best answer you can give, to be honest. And I know your mom was Miss Venezuela. I imagine it must have been very inspiring for you to live through that. But also, I wanted to ask, what would you tell your mom on that stage if you could tell her something back then? What would you? Yes.
Wow, what a great question. I wouldn't tell her to change anything. I think she did a beautiful job. She and I are very different in terms of personality.
Yes.
So I think that people try to compare us, and I think it's so difficult to do that because she's much more like poised, she's much more like diplomatic.
You're very poised, Clara, come on.
Thank you, but I'm also much more like extroverted, I'd say.
Yes.
Yeah, bubbly
Yes.
and maybe eccentric and fun, and
Yes.
I think neither is right or wrong. I would tell her to keep shining and keep doing it the way she's doing it, because she had a beautiful year as Miss Venezuela, and I'm very proud of her, of course. I know she's proud of me, so it's just beautiful to be able to share that historic win together with not just with her, but also with the Venezuelan public.
That's amazing. It's a really good answer. And I also wanted to talk about your hobbies.
Yes.
Because I've heard you like to sing.
Yes. I always say that, and I'm always scared that people are going to ask me to sing because I do not want to sing.
I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to ask you, but I was thinking, if you could describe or like put a song to your journey as Miss Venezuela, what would that song be? I prepare myself. You see, Clara, I have great questions.
You have amazing questions.
Thank you so much.
Me too. I would say maybe Bittersweet Symphony.
Ooh.
I love that song, and it's a bittersweet symphony, this life. You know, there's hardships and there's also beautiful moments, and I just think it's important to enjoy all of it, the good and the bad, because we can learn something from everything that we live.
I love that. I love that. And also regarding Miss Universe, we talked about criticism. So let's go back to that a little bit. Also, in beauty pageants, there's a lot of name calling regarding surgeries or natural beauty against surgeries. What do you have to say? Where do you stand regarding that subject? And would you like to do something to you? Like, are you in favor or against?
I am not in favor or against. Where I stand is that I believe it is important to respect every woman's, liberty to be able to choose whatever she wants to do with her body. I think, we need to celebrate that in this day and age we can have the freedom, which, to make those decisions for ourselves. And I think the most important thing is to respect every woman's decision on the subject. I've actually been pretty open about that on social media, and I think it's important to have an open dialogue about it, because if we make it a taboo, then it becomes
not worth it.
It's not worth it. Yeah.
And I think beauty comes like in all sizes, all forms, all shapes. Yeah. If you want to do something, that's my opinion. That's great.
Yes, I am totally agree with you.
Also, Miss Universe this year is in Puerto Rico.
¿Qué tal? I'm so excited. I have an older sister actually that lives in Puerto Rico.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and she's actually getting married to a Puerto Rican next year. So I got the opportunity to visit her last year in Puerto Rico, and I absolutely fell in love with the island. It's so beautiful.
Really?
It feels very much like, it's Latin, it's bright, the food is amazing.
Fun,
yes, exactly. So you do not even understand my level of excitement about the fact that it's going to be in Puerto Rico. I'll be able to have her nearby, and I am just thrilled to be able to go there again.
What's your favorite place in Puerto Rico if you had to choose one?
Well, we stayed in San Juan, and it's absolutely beautiful. And like the old city, I don't know, how is it called? Viejo San Juan.
Viejo San Juan.
Yes. Absolutely beautiful. It was so stunning, so historic, and you have the beachfront right there. We also ate amazing food, so I had a great time there. And also just the beaches are amazing. We also went on a hike. I can go on and on and on. Honestly, the whole island is just La Isla del Encanto, Nothing more, yeah.
And do you like reggaeton?
Amo reggaeton. I love reggaeton. Yes.
But we love Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rico as well. Beautiful, beautiful island. But if you had to choose another place to host Miss Universe, which one would you choose? I see you're loving my questions. I love that.
I'm having so much fun. I was going to tell you, you're killing it.
Thank you.
I really wanted it to be somewhere in Asia, because I've never been to Asia, and so I was like, That's a great way
Yes. Yes, it
to
is.
visit a new country. But I'm absolutely thrilled that it's in Puerto Rico, so I have no complaints at all there.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little challenge here.
Okay.
All right. So I have the final question from Miss Universe 2025. All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask you the final question, and let's see how you answer.
Okay,
All right.
amazing.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. So if you win the title of Miss Universe, how will you use your voice to empower young girls?
I believe that as Miss Universe, I would have the opportunity to share my worldview with many young women. Absolutely. The organization gives us a huge platform, and it is our responsibility to use it with intelligence, knowing that we have a very large community of young girls watching us. And I would tell them to believe in their dreams, believe in their potential, never let anyone tell them that they are not capable of achieving their dreams, because they absolutely are. And as Miss Universe, I would make sure that we would endorse, opportunities and this platform for young girls to be able to get the tools they need to make those dreams come true.
I love it. You will have won. You're gonna win.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Amen.
I love that answer.
I love this dynamic. I think it's a great challenge because,
Yes.
we have a lot of months until Miss Universe.
We do.
And it's great to put, us candidates, me as Miss Venezuela, in the position to, work on that skill. It's
Yes.
very difficult to stand up in front of
Lot of
thousands of
pressure.
people, millions watching from online,
Yes.
and answer such deep questions. But I am grateful to have the support of Miss Venezuela. The organization really does a great job preparing their queens. And that may not have been the perfect answer, but I'm grateful that we have a lot of months to prepare and bring my best self to the pageant in Puerto Rico.
I'm actually very surprised because your diction and your communication skills are on point. You gave a great answer. So I'm really, I'm really happy to be doing this interview with you. This is amazing. So I want to go a little bit fun before we finish. A little fun question. Tell me something about you that nobody expects. Like when they see you, nobody would expect this from Clara.
Okay, actually, I was talking about this today, and I think a lot of people on social media, I present myself in my most fun version, in my most extroverted version. But I'm a very sensitive, I'm a very introspective person. I have been an artist my whole life. I studied acting in college, and so I think that's a part of me that people might not expect. And sometimes when they meet me in person, they are like, I think that you'd be so much more, loud and energetic. And sometimes, I have that other side of me that sometimes maybe surprises people.
You're poised. You see, I told you, Clara.
Yes, get that.
Do you think acting and acting skills help you with Miss Venezuela, through the journey?
Yes, 100%. Because as an actor, you have to learn to control your nervousness and your stage fright. And of course, Miss Universe must project security and confidence on that stage. That's been fundamental, and it was fundamental throughout my process as a candidate in Miss Venezuela in that pageant. And I am sure that it will, all those tools that I learned in acting will help me a lot during Miss Universe. And also, I think there's another aspect of it that's the versatility that you have to be able to portray all these different characters has given me, at least with all the different photo shoots that we do as Miss Universe Venezuela, that tool has allowed me to be open and expressive in those photos. And I think that's a really fun part about being a beauty queen that I think acting has helped me with as well.
That's great.
I can say so many things, but we'll leave it at that.
Acting and singing. Without singing, but singing. So my last question for you is for everyone who's going to be watching that night, okay, Miss Universe 2026, what do you want them to feel or think when they see you representing Venezuela?
I want them to feel absolutely empowered. I want to project the beauty, strength, and resilience of the Venezuelan people on that stage. And I want to inspire people to bring the best of themselves every single day, because that's what I've been doing throughout this process. And I know it will get me very far in life. And I invite everyone to do the same, because we're capable of so much.
We are. Thank you so much, Clara. It was so nice talking to you. It was a pleasure. We're so proud of you as Venezuelans. And I know you're going to get that crown for us. No worries.
Amen.
So the camera is yours.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for inviting me today. I am so grateful, and I hope you guys all follow along. You can follow me on social media and see my process to becoming, hopefully, in God's will, Miss Universe this year. We'll see, and I am happy to be sharing with you guys my process. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.